Hey guys, Dan with G23, and we're here in Newport, Oregon at Newport Pawn and Gun, and we've got Jake up here, who is the owner, and we're gonna do just a little kind of look at what inventory we have, and we'll discuss kind of what kind of maybe his favorite firearms that are in here, and then we'll talk about the rifle that I happened to win, and he can tell you guys maybe how you enter into something like that. So we'll get through. We'll kind of show what's going on. So we're back in the the firearm department. We've got some different scopes, AR tools here. You know, running different optics, AR parts, pretty much anything you could want.
Yeah, we're direct dealers with Newport and Holosun, a couple other companies. We actually just got we're powered by a silencer shop dealer now too for silencers and NFA items. And we've got a kiosk showing up here pretty soon, so you'll be able to do all your mug shots and fingerprints right here for all the class 3 weapons and silencers.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
You know, that'll set you apart from any other, you know, firearm shop.
Yeah, there's not very many around. Well, we have all of our, what they consider the assault tactical weapons, our rifles, bolt action semi-automatics, and our shotguns down there.
So you do have one that's over on the shelf that it's been sitting here for a little bit, and it's that, what, FEG?
Oh yeah.
AK?
Yeah, it's a unfired FEG 7.62 by 39. I did have the original box at one point, but one of my employees accidentally discarded the box, so we don't have that any longer. But it's an import gun back when the ban had happened and you had to have the thumb hole stock and all that to sporterize it, so they allowed it in. Kind of silly because all you do is take the stock furniture off and put the other back on, and it's right back where she belongs.
Yeah, you know, and anyone that knows any kind of AKs knows that, I mean, the furniture looks gorgeous, and this is what we're talking about. You can easily take this off and swap it to, you know, any one of those other kind of furniture.
Yeah, Magpul, or you could go with some factory AK stock that doesn't have the thumb hole. Some people like the thumb hole, depending on what kind of shooting you're doing.
Yep. You know, I mean, that thing is so smooth looking. Yeah, and you can tell he can barely see. If you actually look right here, you can barely see the mark from the safety selector being slid. So that is one nice AK, and you guys can come check it out here in Newport. Hit them up on, you guys got Facebook or website?
Yeah, Facebook, we got our website. Most all of our inventory is on Guns International, some on Gun Broker. We're kind of getting away from them since they've kind of become less favorite for gun collectors due to all the taxes they're implementing and fees and whatnot.
Yeah.
But most all of our used inventory is on Guns International. You can always call us and check and see if we've got something. Our stock is pretty healthy.
And you guys do ship FFL to FFL if they're out of state?
Yes, and we also do Curio and Relic licenses.
And so, you know, you got some really good employees here. I've dealt with Tank a couple times, so if you guys come in and you don't know who to ask for, you can either ask for Jacob if he's possibly here, or Tank, who's here.
Yeah, we also have Jake as well. He's our gunsmith, which I think he'll be stepping up here in just a second. Maybe Tank, you want to run and holler at him, have him come up?
I think he is out of the
Oh, did he,
I
Jake?
mean,
Okay.
we got some nice.
This is more of our higher end case stuff that's rare and unfired for rifles, and then this is the handgun collector, cure and relic, kind of rare. And this is one I'd like to hit on. This is probably one of my most favorite firearms in the shop. It's a 1800s double barrel rabbit ear. And when you pull the hammers back, it actually drops the triggers down out, which are hidden.
And then the what?
And it is an actual double barrel cartridge gun.
And that's 12, or is that?
No, this I'm not
Looks
100%
like-
sure what caliber it is. I mean, if it was in today's, it would look kind of like a 410, but I'm not sure if that's what it is or not. We don't know a whole lot about it. We've done some research. I know it's Spanish. We got some Waffenbrick, Mausers, some DWMs, all 9mm Lugers.
Oh, there you go. We can get somebody to ride the lightning.
Yeah. Yeah, we got quite a few cool ones in here. This one's real neat too. This is original box, original paperwork, SIG P220, really early.
And that's the 45.
Yep.
Yep.
This is another one that's real rare. It's HK. It's interchangeable barrels. That one actually comes with 3 different calibers, 9, 380, and 32, I believe. Oh, it might be 4, 22 long rifle as well.
Yep. I see the 22.
It's a HK4, pretty rare gun, firearm that's in amazing condition. We get a lot of rare and desirable guns because we pay so well, and we buy your whole collection. We won't cherry pick you. We take the good, the bad, the ugly. And we generally pay around 70% of what we think it's going to sell for. You might come in and see the price tag a little higher than that, but of course it's because people usually want a deal, so we got to have some wiggle room. But
Well, not only that, you know, what a lot of people don't realize is, so we're going to show some more stuff that we have in here. Some nice bows we got going on. Different kinds of swords and other kinds of nice knives. I mean, almost anything you guys can want. This is a pawn shop, so, you know, we got a lot of different, you know, we got older, newer kind of stuff. Now, who can't use a portable field pod for your firearms? We've got BB guns, airsoft, black powder, you know, all different kinds of stuff. And this, you know, throughout the entire store.
we've got a lot of authentic swords too.
Yeah, those are some really nice looking swords.
Yeah, we have everything from the 16th century up is what we deal in. We'll buy and sell anything that has value, that is in the good condition. And
Yep, all the different kinds of guitars. I don't think we can sell a pawn shop shirt, but you never know. You might be able to talk them into it.
oh yeah, everything's for sale.
If you're into Legos, got different Legos, instruments, you know. We got all the different kinds of guitars. I mean, if you want a glitter guitar, there we go. I mean, you've got a nice glitter guitar.
Yeah, it's another thing we're really diversified in is the musical instruments. We have everything from a entry-level $100 guitar to your $2,000, $3,000 Fenders and Gibsons, and we got recording equipment. We got home audio. Everything from the beginner to the professional. You can set up a whole entire band for you here.
Looks like we got pedals, stands, you know. Yeah, pretty much anything and everything you could want.
Program is not that difficult. It's just for sure he wants to.
Bikes, We got bikes, jewelry, if you want to.
Yeah, gold and silver is one of our big things we do. We pay generally spot for all bullion. Sometimes a little less depending. All of our gold and silver jewelry we pay very strongly on, and we also want to showcase Chili G Customs here. This is all handmade silver jewelry that happens right here in the pawn shop downstairs. He's a really stellar guy, all handmade, all hand antiqued. Anything you can imagine, from rings, pins, pendants, necklaces. All 3 cases here are Chili G Customs, so all this, that, and that. In-house. Great deals. You can get a handmade custom ring for somewhere around 60 bucks from this guy. It's pretty amazing, all casting grade sterling silver. He also does gold stuff as well.
See, that means when you come here to pick up a firearm or whatever, you can justify it by getting the wife a custom-made ring or necklace.
Yep.
And see, go, hey, but look, hon, I was getting you something.
And we got our coins. We pay very strongly on those as well. That's why we usually have such good stock. A lot of Morgan dollars, a lot of half dollars. We got our bullion case where we sell everything from a grain to a gram to an ounce to a pound of just about anything you can imagine. We custom order new stuff.
It's like we got New York beaver.
Yeah, those are 1 ounce rounds that are custom made per state with the state animal. They come with a little certification card. And then we got our vintage sterling stuff over here in this case, which is all the good, the bad, the ugly. Anything that's wearable, we put out for sale. We don't believe in melting anything that's wearable. Some people come here and find some of the most prized gems. And most of the stuff in this case is going to be well under $100. So you'll be able to walk out of here with a gift for your wife that's going to be something she can wear for the rest of her life and not break your bank at the same time.
These are the same old, like, used to come in like Lipton iced tea. It's what they kind of remind you of. So, and of course, you know, there's always tools.
My favorite section is right over here. It's our war collectibles section. Generally has a decent selection of World War I, World War II, Vietnam stuff. There's some swords in there that date back to World War I. And then the rest of our sporting goods section over here. Another thing we deal in quite a bit is RC cars. Really big thing nowadays, the lithium battery powered RC cars that'll do up to 100 miles an hour, some of them.
Got some nice skateboard decks, it looks like. So yeah, I mean, definitely we have a lot of cool different options here. And you know, being pawn shop, being FFL, things are gonna change. I mean, nice. You can get yourself a gaming chair. There's so much different stuff in here.
We have one of the largest pawn shops in the Pacific Northwest. We're reckoning at 8,000 square feet right now.
And are we thinking about expanding, or?
No, I think this has been about as much growing as I can do. The growing pains from this expansion were larger than I expected. I think we're gonna find this to be our final home.
And you guys are like really good location. I mean, right off 101. I mean,
yeah, they call this the Crossroads. It's the corner of 101 and Hubert or Herbert, whatever you want to pronounce it. But yeah, they call it the Crossroads. It's pretty much the heart of the Deco district where Newport all started. This building was built in the 50s. It was Bittler Brothers for a very long time, which they were the premier gun shop and sporting goods store in Newport for a very long time. So it was kind of cool when we bought the place and moved in. Everybody was joking about doing a binocular sale because he had painted on the window binocular sale for about 20 years, from what I understand, to where when they peeled it off, the glass had been etched from the weather, so it even was there after they took the painting off. And so it's kind of iconic for a lot of people. They come in here and they bought their first gun in here as a kid, and now they're in their 50s, 60s, coming in here and buying guns with their kids and their grandkids. So we kind of brought that nostalgic feeling back to the town when we moved into this building. And our experience here, we want people to come here and feel like they're family. Every customer walks through my door isn't a dollar sign. It's an opportunity to make a relationship to us. And I think you experienced that with your issue with your firearm that you bought. Was used.
You guys went above and beyond when I didn't think there was a barrel nut on there, and come to find out that the barrel nut was in the handguard.
Yep.
And everything. So we just needed to torque it down, and you guys gave the armor's tool and a box of ammo.
Yeah, no, we do sell used firearms. They are checked, but we're all human. We do have an on-site gunsmith now, full-time. We are going to be expanding into Cerakote and rechambering jobs, just about anything you can imagine firearm-related. Our kiosk will be here in a couple months for the suppressors. We're looking at doing some firearm training and concealed weapon license classes. We're really moving towards pushing the 2A stuff. We really stand behind everybody's rights, And when 114 happened, as much as I didn't want to become a bullseye to what I call public discrimination on the people that love firearms, we're like violent people, we all go out and hurt everybody every day because we own a gun. As much as I didn't want to become the bullseye to that, I stood up for what I believe in, and it's getting people firearms that they deserve the right to own. The last thing I want is for somebody to come in here needing to protect themselves and them on some delay for no reason for OSP, and they don't get their gun, and next thing you know, they're in a situation where they can't protect themselves.
Yeah.
So we really push 72-hour release if we feel like you're a safe candidate for it. If you're not approved within time, you're going to get your firearm, because that's our right, that's your right, that's what our Constitution was written for. 2A all the way.
Oh yeah, and that's the great thing is, when I came in and you guys treated me like I was just another like a member of the family, and Tank went up above and beyond when we were negotiating prices for the 2 firearms that I purchased originally, and then when I had an issue, you guys stood behind it and made it. I think you went above and beyond what you really had to do.
Yeah.
I was more than happy with, just getting the armor's tool, and then when you're like, hey, we're going to give you the box of ammo also, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's what we're here about, man. We're here to make you know that we care, you know. When the transaction's done, the transaction's not done. We're with you for life. You have a problem with that firearm, you can bring it back, get it fixed. You want to sell it and upgrade, we're here to give you the best price we can. You know what I mean? And that's with everything in the store. Obviously, we can't make every customer happy, but we try our best, you know. With the firearm drawings, we just started this about 3 months ago. Every single gun you buy in our store, it has to be a purchase, not a transfer, not a pawn loan. You get entered in a drawing. Depending on the value of the gun, decides on how many tickets we put in. This last one, I think we were gonna wait until we had 100 entries, but we waited until like 95. I think the firearm retailed at just over 600 bucks, but it was a Ruger Precision 22 bolt action. It's kind of a gun that's really cool. Everybody wants, but nobody's really willing to spend that 600 bucks because they see an AR-15 5.56 for just 100 more, so they buy that and it goes on the back burner. So we decided to put that out because everybody thinks they're cool, but they're not the hottest seller because of how expensive they are for just a 22. So I'm glad that he could enter and got a chance, and he won. So now he can add this gun to his collection and go out there and have some fun. From what I hear, they're one of the best shooting, most accurate 22s on the market. So we'll get some feedback from him on unboxing that, I'm sure, when he gets home, and we appreciate your business.
Yeah, and I appreciate your time, you know, and everything we got to look through here, and we'll probably do this quite a few more times when I come into town.
Yeah, look forward to it, man.
Yep, thank you so much, and we'll